shirt on.
I have my MAX shirt on. Look.
Oh, look at that. That's great.
Well, you know, I had to do a little bit to it. Guess what? We're actually live now.
Oh, we are?
So, yeah, we're live and ready to rock at this point. So good morning, good afternoon, everybody. George Veitengruber from Veitengruber Law. I am hanging out today with Judi Murray from the MAX of Freehold. Judi has a lot to bring to the table to talk with us about today, talking about health, wellness, and staying sane during the pandemic. So I hope you're in for a fun conversation. Judi, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, George, on this beautiful sunny day in New Jersey. Yet another sunny day.
They have been so good. They've blessed us with all of this amazing weather lately. I just, it's an embarrassment of riches. I just can't. No more of this crappy weather. So Judi, we started doing this series more or less just to talk to people that are out in the community that have small businesses that were affected by the pandemic, and basically chat with them about what they've done in order to adapt and adjust. And as a point of disclosure for everybody out there, I've been talking about the MAX for a couple of years. I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing it. The MAX personally helped change my life. I dropped 100 pounds. I feel a lot better. A lot of my health conditions went away. And I credit a ton of that to the MAX. So I am not a member of the MAX of Freehold. I'm a member of the MAX of Bordentown. So shout out to Mackenzie and Chris and Christy and the whole band that's over there. But I'm a big advocate of the MAX, and I've seen firsthand how they had to change and adjust over the last 6 weeks. So why don't you tell us a little bit about it from your perspective?
Sure, George. Well, the MAX, we actually proactively closed our doors a couple of days before before we were told to by the state, because we saw that things were getting kind of scary. So we proactively closed on March 15th, which was a Sunday. We decided that our doors weren't going to be open. So technically the MAX was closed for business beginning March 15th, the morning of March 16th. So we couldn't leave our members with nothing to do, with nowhere to go. So we quickly jumped into action and started putting together a virtual experience for all of our members, which has turned out just to be life-saving, I would say, for so many people. Fast forward 2 weeks later, when everything shut down, when everybody was ordered to stay at home, all of a sudden you had schools closed, you had people, as we all know, you had people working from home. Everybody was stuck inside their four walls. And what we realized was the most important thing for everybody to stay healthy, not just physically, but emotionally, was to keep in the same, to develop a new routine inside of the new normal. So to get up, to put your gym clothes on, instead of going to the MAX, going to your MAX center, you could now go to your living room and take the classes virtually. And we have really developed in the past 6 weeks to be able to offer an incredible virtual experience. At the MAX of Freehold, we have now 4 live classes every single day, 6 a.m., 8 a.m., 4:15, and 7:15 p.m. In addition to those classes, we have a quick 15-minute booty blast at 11 a.m. every morning. Twice a week, we've partnered with another center to offer yoga classes at 12:30, and then we have a stretching class on Sundays. So in addition to all of that, we also record every single class so that our members have the opportunity to actually have our classes on demand. So they can really work out in the comfort of their own homes at any given time throughout the day, anytime that's convenient for them. what we have done is restructured our classes because, of course, we don't expect all of our members to have weights or equipment similar to what we have at the center. So we've become really, really creative. Kudos to my instructors who are just amazing. And together we've come up with class plans that incorporate household items like, if you don't have a light weight, you can use a bottle of water. If you don't have a medicine ball, you can use a throw pillow as a piece of equipment. We use broomsticks in different exercises. So we really incorporated things, everyday household items, into our workouts so that everybody can participate.
I've been using my 7-year-old as my weight bench. He's got a good 50 pounds, so he's a nice bench press in the morning.
Yeah, that's so funny.
But that's the trick, right? Nobody necessarily had the weights or the medicine balls or the kickboxing stuff sitting at home. So that was also part of an adaptation of how do you figure it out for the members. And of saying, yeah, I'm just not going to do this. I'm just going to sleep in. Oh no.
Hey, George, I lost you for a minute.
I lost me too. But can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Good. Keep rolling with that. Hear me for the moment. I'll figure out the video in a second.
So what we've also found is a lot of the members have been working out together with their spouses, together with their kids, and it has become not just a 45 minutes to yourself, but 45 minutes to spend with family members, which is also really, really nice. So it can become a family, something to do together with your family members. You know, when it's all said and done in however many months, when people look back, when children look back, and or anyone living in the same household as you, when they see that you're working out every day, it does make a difference. When this is, like I was saying, when this is all said and done, and someone says, hey, what did your mom do? Or what did your dad do all day long during the pandemic? Or what did you do on the weekend? You know, it's very, you never know who you're inspiring, because your child or your spouse will say, hey, wait a minute, George was working out every day. Or I saw Judy working out every day. My mom did this. My mom really took care of herself. And you know what? She made me get up off the couch, turn off the TV, and work out for 45 minutes every day. And at the end of those 45 minutes, everybody felt better than they did when they started. So it's really, really important to exercise, to work out, to get your blood flowing, get your body moving. And it's not just good physically, it's good mentally. And that's what we need right now, is to keep ourselves mentally strong, because we're all in the middle of something that we've never been in the middle of before.
I also would love to say something about the nutrition part of this, because that's another piece that's missing by not having that day-to-day accountability with the other members. How are you helping restructure that for people and talk to them about that while we're out and about?
Well, what the MAX does, for those of you who aren't familiar, is we combine our fitness classes with a very, very easy to follow nutrition program. And basically we teach people to eat clean. So it's all about eating the right foods in the right portions at the right times throughout the day. And it's actually easier now because everybody's trying to stay home as much as possible. So when you go to the grocery store, it's imperative that you plan out for the next week. And in order to eat healthy and in order to have the right things in your home so that you can cook healthy meals, you have to plan for it. So it's really easy. It's easier now that we're homebound versus out and about, because you can plan your meals, and we have all kinds of resources, websites, cookbooks, Facebook pages, all kinds of things where people can go and get good, healthy recipes, so that they can take the recipes, get the information that they need, plan out what they're going to cook, make their shopping list based on those recipes, and then go to the store and get it. And we're very fortunate in that we do have a lot of fresh produce available at the stores today, so far. So it hasn't been difficult really to keep on a good nutrition plan.
We're also spoiled by having all of the farms around us. So there's been a lot of pickup boxes within 10 miles of where both you are and where I am.
Yeah, and it's amazing when you put your mind to it and you just make little changes in your nutrition, how a regular eating program can become healthy. And it's the little things. It's like switching from white rice to brown rice, switching from white pasta to brown rice pasta, eating Ezekiel bread products instead of regular breads. If you can't pronounce something in an ingredient, you don't want to be putting it into your body. I'm sure you know that. And then, of course, not eating any dairy makes a big, big difference.
I always found that dairy was the hardest thing for me to blow off, but I loved Ezekiel bread. I created an Ezekiel bread French toast with a blueberry compote. The first like potluck that my gym did, we did a potluck brunch, and I showed up with a Dunkin' Donuts box, and as a new idiot who obviously knew nothing about Max Nutrition. And inside the donut box was like 20 pieces of Ezekiel bread French toast with this blueberry compote. You don't think that you're eating healthy when you eat it, but it was remarkable. And scary things like Ezekiel bread all of a sudden just become commonplace as once you get used to the routine and you figure out how to adapt it into your foods.
Absolutely, and it is so very much just like everything in life, a mindset. When you put your mind to something and you believe in yourself, which is really what we promote at the Max all the time, then you can accomplish anything. If you say to yourself every morning when you get up out of bed, I'm going to work hard on becoming a better version of myself today. And what do I need to do in order to do that? Well, the first thing I need to do is get up out of bed and drink some water, because that's going to get my body going. The second thing I'm going to do is promise myself that I'm going to eat healthy today. And the third thing I'm going to do is work out. And it's one step at a time. But if you promise yourself and you believe in yourself and you have the mindset that you're going to succeed, then you're absolutely going to have a great day and a productive day. And at the end of the day, you're going to be proud of yourself. And one thing at the Max is we are such a tight-knit family and such a strong community that we help one another. So at any given time, you can call up another Max, or you can go to the website, you can grab a recipe, you can ask for support, and somebody is there within seconds to help you in your journey, to help you be successful, to help you stay on track. So it's really, really a special, special place, as you know.
What has been the biggest challenge for your trainers so far?
My instructors, first and foremost, let me say that my instructors are absolutely incredible. They have stepped up to the plate. They have risen to the occasion. They have embraced the virtual experience. And I think that the driving force behind it is the members, because we care so much about our members. So the biggest challenge for them, I think, was learning the technology and making sure that the presentation to the members was going to be absolutely amazing every morning. That being said, there have been some challenges, because you never know what's going to happen when you rely so much on technology. But they have done a fantastic job. They had to not only learn new technology, but the instructors were always used to instructing in front of a room of people, maybe 20, 30, 40 members. And to now all of a sudden be instructing in your living room or in your family room to a computer screen with teeny tiny little people and sometimes no people at all if you're just doing a recording. So I think that was a challenge for them, but I have to say that they have overcome the obstacles. And again, the driving force behind that for them was to make sure that the members got an incredible experience every time they logged on for a class.
And what about the members? What are you hearing from them? What's their challenge been? What's the feedback been?
George, I have to be honest and tell you that the feedback has been fantastic. And yeah, I get very emotional because I speak to members every day, or I read messages that they send me saying, thank you so much for bringing the MAX into my home, for giving me the opportunity to continue to work out, to continue to feel good about myself. Those 45 minutes a day that I get when I am working, that I have to myself when I'm working out, keep me going. I hear things like, if it wasn't for the MAX, I wouldn't get out of bed in the morning. If it wasn't for the MAX, I wouldn't be able to keep that little bit of normalcy in my life, because everybody's life exploded all of a sudden. Yeah, everything changed. So for the members to be able to keep this piece of normalcy has been just so special and really important. I have some members that have not been able to embrace the MAX from home experience, but they are very much looking forward to when we reopen our doors and they'll be back. So I don't know that it's for everybody, but I think it's for most people. So our success rate is good.
The idea of coming back, what do you think that looks like?
Wow, George. I'm
here for the hard questions.
Yeah. I truly believe that it will be a structured reopening. I think that fitness centers in general are not going to be in the first phase of businesses reopening because of the amount of people that would walk through the doors. So I think it probably will depend, when we do reopen, it will depend on how much space we have and how many people can fit, keeping social distancing in mind, how many people can fit within our space. And I do believe that when we reopen, we will have a hybrid business model where some classes will be in the center, and at the same time, we will be offering virtual classes for those people who aren't yet comfortable enough in coming into the center.
I mean, I think that makes a lot of sense. When you think about yoga and stretching, those were like one-offs that we'd have maybe once a quarter or once a year. So the fact that we've already adapted and you've got different programs and routines, and the concept of the on-demand classes, has been pretty awesome, because I got to admit, I was a 5 a.m. maxer. There's no way in hell I'm up at 5 a.m. right now.
Right.
But it's nice that the variety of the instructors is still there, where you can kind of dabble now and see how the different instructors are doing it at times that you normally would have never bothered with before because it didn't fit into your schedule.
Yeah, and I am very fortunate. I have been able to keep my staff throughout the transition so that everybody is available to teach classes, and to your point, the members get a good variety.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I promised everybody a plank. You up for this?
Oh, me? I am. Yeah, I have my stopwatch, George.
Oh, thank God for that.
Well,
So,
I'm hoping, is everybody familiar that at the end of every max workout, we finish off with a plank? And that's really for everyone. It serves two purposes. The first is to work on your core, and the second is just to feel strong, both mentally and physically, and kind of to celebrate the end of your workout. So I'll do this with you, George. We're going to go for, you want to go for 30 seconds?
oh, no. You have to go longer than 30 seconds. I'm not going to be that much of a chump. I'm going to see if this is amazingly embarrassing or not. We got at least a minute in this, then we got to go from there. So your
All
goal will
right.
be to keep us motivated while we're doing it, but I'm ready.
All right, hang on one second. Hang on. I'm sorry, George, I'm having technical difficulties here.
Turn your background from max to none.
We're gonna start with a 1 minute plank in 3, 2, 1, and go.
So
Now
when
remember,
I do,
you want to make sure and keep your elbows directly under your shoulders, and you want to look forward, look at your fingertips.
I don't want to look at my fingertips. I want to look at you.
Now, if you
No.
look at your fingertips, your booty's going to stay down, and that's really important. You're going to work your core.
Thanks for looking at my booty, though. I appreciate that.
So you're halfway through now, George. Keep it going. Good job. Don't forget to breathe. In
Breathe.
through your nose, breathe. In through your nose and out through your mouth. There you go.
So my group, we did what was known as an under pressure plank, which was Freddie Mercury, David Bowie, and we made it for 4 minutes and 11 seconds.
Wow.
So I feel a little bit out of practice right now.
That's good, George. That's 1 minute. You're 1 minute in.
See, that's 1 minute. So if we do this for another half hour, we'll probably amuse enough of our friends, but I'll also be dead.
I'm going to take you down. I'll count you down in your last 10 seconds. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. All right, guys.
Well done.
All I can say is that's the first plank I've done in 6 weeks, so you can make fun of me later.
Good job, George.
So what's the takeaway? What do you think people need to know before we say goodbye?
I would like everyone to, whether it's with the MAX or with another program, make sure that you're exercising every day throughout this new normal that we're in, because it's important not only to keep your body moving, but exercise is so important for your overall mental health, your emotional well-being. You will feel better, I guarantee you, if you get your body moving 30 to 45 minutes every day. You're going to feel better, and it's really important. And secondly, and I think more important, you never know who you're inspiring. So again, when you set a good example for your spouse, your children, whoever you see around the house on a daily basis, people will remember that. And you never know who you're inspiring. So keep those things in mind. Have a great day. Thank you so much, George. And remember always to take it to the max.
Judi, thanks for joining us today. I'm really, really psyched that you were able to come here and talk to everyone and share this information with them. I love the Max. I can't wait for it to come back to live. I miss all of my friends from the classes, and all I know is that we're all going to get through this together. Thanks for coming today.
Thanks, George.